Hello, I'm CJ Miller. I'm in Shreveport, Louisiana. Across the Red River is beautiful Bossier City, Louisiana. Please do come check us out. And yeah, lots of fun things to do. In the next couple of weeks, we're going to be having a crawfish festival known as Mudbug Madness. That's really fun. I don't know if I'm going to do it. It really depends, because I am about to go on a vacation like the following day, like uh, after it would end. I'm going to be like, you know, traveling to go to the vacation that I've saved a lot of money for. And it's already paid for. I paid ahead on it. I chipped away at it because, yeah, that's cool. So I have a little money set aside for travel, and I don't want to go because I spend a lot of money. It's not an expensive festival. It's just I tend to spend uh, way outside of my budget on these things because they're fun. And even doing that, they're not very expensive. But you come check it out. Whether or not I'm there or not, you go to Mudbug Madness in Shreveport, Louisiana. Lots of headliners. Pam Tillis is going to be the big name. I went there. I saw Pam Tillis. I saw her a couple of days, maybe about a year, maybe about a year and a half ago. I saw her with my sister. My sister and I went to Margaritaville and saw her, and she puts on a fun show. Um, you know, I don't know if this will be the full-on concert experience. It's like an outside uh, event, but you're sure to get a good hour or so of entertainment out of her. But a lot of the bands that play here come back every year. They're really fun. So check them out if you can. I think it's like something like, I don't know the prices this year. I think it's something like 15 for the weekend and 10 for the day or whatever. And it's like they they love those prices. They think that price is kind of comparable to other festivals that happen of its similar nature, but eh, I think maybe, um, yeah. um, um, I wouldn't go the $15 route unless you really were going to be here and you really were going to use it. You know, I think they price it that way because it's like, hey, if we get you to pay $10 and you'll just spend $5 more. It's a little bit of a hustle ruse. It really should be $5 a day, and then if you want to spend $15 for the weekend, but you know, if they did that, then it's like, yeah, I guess maybe they have to pay more for someone who's had a celebrity, whether or not Pam Tillis is a celebrity today or not. Uh, Definitely in 90s country. 90s country was right in line with female pop stars, female pop, and even female rock in the 90s. Everything. It was folk music, country, rock was making a comeback with folk and everything, and ironic. It was that time that was kind of Linda Ronstadt who kind of ushered in that for women, was really kind of working her way into, hey, she was doing like her, I want to say a series of uh, last albums in each of the genres that she had brought into major fruition. And that's yeah, it's yeah, because every 2 or 3 years, Linda Ronstadt would come out with an album in the '90s, and got a little uh, in the flashier uh, videos and everything that was going on. She just got less and less. Her bigger hits, they were being remade by some of the people. Trisha Yearwood was a country female country singer, but she was basically a rock singer at times. I mean, sometimes she was very country, and so, like that song "She's in Love with a Boy," that's very country. But then some of her stuff is, uh, you know, uh, it's really almost rock, adult, contemporary. They all kind of blended there is what I'm getting at. And so Pam Tillis was in that line of in that area where 90s country was right there with country, with right there with rock. And then what happens today when you turn on the singing competitions like The Voice or whatever? Do they still do that? Any of them? You go in there and you turn them on and look at them. You have like the judges are, they're known for rock and roll, they're known for pop, and they're also known for country, and they're known for funk and a little bit of everything. So yeah, because that's, I think what it is that we have gotten to a point, especially in the heartland. I don't know if Louisiana's the heartland or not, but it's like we enjoy rock and roll right along with a lot of country music. I love soul and R&B music. I can't really do it effectively, but I love to listen to it and sing along. What can I say? Turn on some Patti LaBelle. I'll sing it. I can't do it. I can't. Yeah, there's only one. But hey, I love some of the songs. But yeah, okay. Why this video? Well, the other day I processed my hair, put a little more body into it through the top because all that had grown out. When I do a perm, I only do one about every 6 or 7 months, and I do it so that it's kind of tight, but I do it for the purpose of adding a little body and fullness. And then, of course, whenever I do that, I have to wait a little bit, and then I can go in and I can add color. And you want to know why? Because I'm in my 50s, and if I did not do this, this would all be white. So, not that there's anything wrong with like that look, if just that whole natural look, but I don't know. I like to play and have fun with my hair. And why am I? Yeah, I normally just basically, because all this, is gray as hell, but I don't know. And I do it myself. I could go to someone and let them do it, but for the most part, I can do what needs to be done myself. And I'm growing it out because I'm gonna be around the Caribbean and the tropics and everything like that, and I kind of want to grow it out. Now, I gotta do something about this pale skin. I should be at a tanning bed and everything like that, but I decided to scale back on my gym expenses some time ago so I could help put that money aside and go to the take the cruise that I want to take. And I have a friend going with me, and so we're splitting the expenses of the room. But I liked it so much. I liked just everything that I saw, and I was so sure that I was going to like it that I saw a very discounted cruise in February, and I'll talk more about that after I come back from this one. I don't want to talk it up, and then what if I go and it's like, oh my God, I was so seasick the whole time. I've heard from everybody that's ever taken it, hey, you're not going to be. We've got like inside cabins, kind of like low and everything. We're not going to be like, unless just in a freak thing, yeah, whatever. But anyway, I did color the hair, and then of course I've got it like a kind of styled old mullet style because. I'm very thin hair. My hair is thin and it's fine. Fine means the diameter, the coarseness of the diameter, and mine is thin. If regular hair, if normal kind of hair were spaghetti, then my hair would be that angel hair. So yeah, by comparison. But I used to have like a ton of it. There used to be like a massive amount of it. Uh, but I don't want to go through like even if I saved up money and did like I could do like maybe hair transplants or something, but I don't want to because it's they don't always take hair transplants. They really only have about a 30 to 40% chance of success from what I've seen. And I thought about it, but I was like, also I wear a lot of hats and scarves and things anyway, and you know whatever. Nothing wrong with a good old comb over. So when I've got this conditioned. I've got it combed over, and then when I get ready to go I have to go maybe. I don't know. Do I want to go tomorrow or do I want to wait? I don't know. But I got to go get uh, my identification and everything for the trip because I'm going to be out of the country. Definitely have to have all that, and so you're stuck with those things for a very long time. So what? Yeah, this will dry and it'll kind of set a little bit, and then I'll be able to like give it a little bit of. The reason why the perm is here is so that when I work with it, I can work with the creating body, and that's when you kind of give it a little bit of back brushing and lift it up, and then a little bit of conditioner on the ends to smooth those down. It's going to be a pretty awesome picture. Otherwise, if I slicked it all back, yeah, it'd look a lot like Riff Raff from Rocky Horror, So, which, hey, whatever. Um, O'Brien, what was the guy's he wrote or co-wrote the play, and Richard O'Brien, I think. I could have that first name wrong, but I know O'Brien, Rocky Horror Picture Show. Okay. Uh, so, yeah. I did the curl, and then I said that it would, it's not really. It is a curl, but not really. I mean, this is not. I did the perm, and then after I did that, and I talked about it, I said I'd come back and I would do a video after I did the color. Uh, so, yeah, and I do color more frequently. I color probably about every 2 or 3 months at least. I uh, start getting some regrowth, and the regrowth comes in white. It's like like yeah, my teeth should be as glowing white as the hair that comes in. It's yeah, but um, that's life, right? That's part of our journey. We go through it, and if we are fortunate enough to have a good life, we experience all these phases of life, and it's our job just to maintain ourselves. But yeah, okay. uh, and aesthetics are not that important, but mainly I play around with my hair because I have fun with it. I always have. uh, I'm a child of the 80s. If it was that if there was a more experimental time for hair, I surely don't know what. And this is just something that it I saw it in the 20s with the finger waves. I didn't, but I looked back in history when I studied, and the flappers and everything. Then I saw it in the 40s with the golden era of Hollywood, and the regalness of everything, the hairstyles and everything that went on there. Uh, I saw it in the 60s with the bouffants and everything, and the pompadours that would happen. Uh, and a lot probably created just to cover up thinness like this. So, uh, and then yeah, and then what else? What else? What else? Yes, and then of course in the '80s, just complete new wave, you know, going all the way through it, and within you really could do no wrong, and then that went in carried over into the early '90s, and then people started getting you know yeah, busy you know, and so it's like, wow, I can't go do a touch up on the hair and the makeup and everything every 45 minutes, which is basically what that kind of image took. Yeah, and I even wore like yeah, it was like it was, and it wasn't like punk rock or anything like that. It was just a very image conscious kind of time, and that was me going into the yeah. That was I very much I all the family albums and everything. They're all over at my sister's house. I need to get together sometime and go through those and get a make a video of the family pictures. Not so much to post online, but just to have like digital copies and yeah. But I'm sitting here making this big long video about basically putting a toner on my hair and then letting it dry in a robe so I can talk to you. So that should let you know that there is a part of me that is just as vain as ever. But have fun with it, keep it in check. Uh, don't let it ever become more important, what I tell myself, than my love of other people. Uh, and yeah. Uh, yeah. If I had his face and his body and everything, this is a yeah a Billy Ray mullet. But no, don't make fun of me. I'm lampooning myself. It's okay. What did I go wait? I don't want to show too much of that. Yeah, no, it's cool. Yeah. This is a good cover up for this. I'm telling you, underneath this, it's like Scalp City, baby. Okay. Love and light. God bless. Peace. I'll be back with some food later. I did. Uh, I got to listen to my body, and today I needed to back off because it's been a few days of nothing but proteins, and I really need to have some carbs every few days if I'm going to do this, and today's that day. So. Uh, I'll see you around midnight for dinner. If you're watching videos or whatever. Bye.